Alright, adventurers, sorry about the delay. Having some studio issues, hopefully won't affect the show. Yeah, little distracted, so I got nothing. Puck?
Hello. Welcome to Too Many Warlocks. Couple of announcements today. We've got an action-packed week ahead of us. We had Mercenaries of Mischief yesterday. We've got Too Many Warlocks today. We, of course, will be continuing Mom's Trash Bin on Tuesdays. I believe we will likely be playing some 7 Days to Die. So look forward to some zombie fun there. Also, we will be continuing episodes of A Weekend in Pavalia, our gothic horror campaign, on Wednesday. You can tune in for episode 2 of that, where more spookiness is unfolding. And last but not least, we have a very special game happening on Saturday. We have Joe Cat, Dingo Doodles, and Felix all returning for Hearts of Darkness Part 2. So you'll want to join us for that, and also features our very own Penn Wright as a character known as Voidcaller. You'll get to see what Zelos has had those people up to in the meantime. There is no opening video. There's no thing, because we have different people. So welcome to Too Many Warlocks. The transition doesn't hit as hard when I don't have that break of the cool music and the introductions in between. Moving on. Oh, I don't need this yet. Hang on.
Look, I'll see what I can do.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. I'm not. This is by no means an indictment of production. I'm adapting. I'm on the fly. I'm playing my music on the street. It's cool. So
okay, we'll cut this whole part out when it goes out on YouTube. Don't worry.
Yeah, absolutely. As always, I am, of course, your benevolent dungeon master, Puck. Everything's fine. And I'm joined today by these Too Many Warlocks, and they are all, in fact, warlocks of sorts. Again. So, I mean, back to original recipe in a lot of ways. Starting with, of course, these alternate reality characters. We have our fairy king Richard joining us today. Then, of course,
really shut up, man.
we double Richards, and we have our avatar of thought, Penn Wright, joining us today. Just a simple tale of a boy and his dog. We have the unwitting puppet of Cadaber, Angelo, the half-orc warlock robot. It's a disaster already. I don't know what's going to happen today. And last but not least, we have Justice's demise, Guillaume, who, he's on a journey of self-discovery. And we're going to learn about that.
Machinations everywhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Machinations abound. Infinite machinations. So, now I can push this button. When last we left our heroes, our warlocks. Heroes, probably not the right word at this moment.
Well, one of them.
So
I mean, he actually owns the bar called the Heroes Right. Just saying.
So we have Angelo, who was sent by his patron, Mr. Cadaber, some infernal patron, of which we know nothing, other than he has a funny voice and talks a lot. Was sent to go investigate this frozen over village where Penn and Guy were already investigating. And upon meeting up with these folks, decided that it was time to take Guy off to the side, maybe leave Penn to his own devices, because it seemed that Guy could be useful to whatever infernal machinations are at play with Angelo's mysterious patron. Penn was abducted, sort of, by a being known as CG5, who some of you might remember from previous episodes, and who is a warforged that is completely in charge of all of his own faculties and has nothing sinister going on whatsoever. And that's cool, because he took Penn to a cool library where there was all these cool artifacts and stuff, and Penn threw away a book he needed, and then he picked up the artifact and became the Avatar of Thought, taking up the artifact of some kind of deep elder being who refers to itself only as thought. And then met a happy dog and turned it into a brain-eating monster, and then got all upset when it started eating brains and decided to take it off to the side and have a discussion. And he was sent a secret message by somebody who used his staff to scrawl something in the dirt. Meanwhile, Richard went to Waterdeep to meet with Richard. And then the two Richards had a conversation with each other, and Richard told Richard that all the other people... I'm going to do this. This is the entire recap. Richard told Richard that all of the people had come from the other world to this world, and that in his world he had killed the other leaders of the Feywild and turned into this creature. So Richard had a confrontation with Richard, upon which point Richard decided that it was time to take up arms and leave his peaceful bar life along with his friend Alan and go out and look for the others who came through on this side.
I wouldn't call it that exactly. I'd call it stepping out of retirement briefly.
Sure. And that is where everyone is at right now. So, let's start with our good friends Angelo and Guillaume. Traveling together to a destination unknown. Guillaume?
You're kind of new to this, eh? This whole thing with having the powers brought to you by some other thing, eh?
Yeah, relatively.
You look like you're, you say, not happy with the decision, eh?
I'm still figuring out how I feel about the decision, if I'm honest.
I got maybe an idea that maybe we can get rid of that thing for you for at least a few minutes, eh? Plus, I want to test the theory. It's like.
Oh, I don't like what he's saying at all.
But I don't got the S on the end, eh? Yeah.
What? I didn't hear you.
I'm being really selfish, eh? Because I got two of them in my head. Like, they don't got access. They're actually living there. Right now, one of them is light the fire on my brainstem. The other one is tickle the inside of my ear.
Yeah.
I think I got the way to get them out of there for a couple of minutes, eh? But I got to give them something interesting to play with, eh? And I think maybe they like your... I think maybe yours and mine would like to have a little play, eh?
Okay. Sure.
Well, I thought I was going to take a lot more talking than that, but okay, let's go. Hang on a second, and we should probably sit down for this, eh? I don't know if I ever been without these two, even a little bit, but... Oh, and whatever they say about me is probably... It's probably true, eh? Anyway, sit down on a log. Let's go.
Wait, I have a question. Is this...
Okay, for sure.
Are you talking about trading? Because I don't want yours.
No.
Mine's hard enough.
No. I am thinking the two of mine, they are, how you say, godlings. They I like the chaos, eh? But they're like two kinds of chaos, and there's only one kind of little devil or demon or whatever the hell you got going there, eh?
Oh, he's enough. One's good.
I think the two of, to be honest, what they done before, I think they probably play with him like a puppy for a couple hours till they get bored, eh?
Oh, I don't like this at all.
But they take,
Don't you dare, Angelo!
They like to take people to the plane of chaos, eh? You know what that place is like?
To
think that you would even indulge this after all I've done for you.
It's an adventure! Go on an adventure.
I don't go on adventures. That's what I have you for.
Well, if you want to roll with me, you gotta learn a little. And I sit down, cross-legged, crisscross applesauce.
Oh, there's going to be hell to pay for this. Just you wait and see.
There's always hell to pay with you.
And it's just, I hold the strongs. I have a big drink of the strong stuff and hand it across. I don't even know if this is going to work.
Is this what's going to do it?
That's going to help, eh?
Okay.
Put it back in the belt, close my eyes. All right, the two of you shitheads, you know you're not getting no response from me, eh? I mean, you've been in there doing stupid shit all day and I don't even go, hey, stop it, right? You must be getting bored, eh? Besides, the two of you are getting predictable. Oh, shit. Oh, I knew there was a limit. There's always a limit. Okay. I got a new toy for you, ladies. Eh? Oh, hey. Oh, it don't hurt no more. You must be at least interested, eh? You want to play with the devil? Eh? He's got so many rules. He's got enough rules. I bet you he's got more rules than the two of you got not rules. I bet you can't even control him even a little bit for a minute, eh? He's right over there. Gutless, spineless, the two of you, eh? Come back when you grow some, eh? Oh, I've never been clicked in a place that don't exist before.
Every time I look at you, you're in pain in your nuts.
Well, and some other places too, eh? Kicked me right in the yes tattoo that time, eh? Oh.
I don't even want it. No.
So, Guillaume, what precisely are you trying to do with them?
I am trying to get the two ladies out of my head.
Okay.
And go and just have a wonderful double-sided chaotic chat with this little patron so I can get Angelo alone for a minute and find out what's really going on.
Okay. How do you want to, besides asking them,
Yes, yeah.
how do you try to
it?
accomplish this in a physical or magical way, or even in a mental way?
Well, this is Guillaume, not Guy, so he goes straight for blackmail.
Okay.
Oh, ladies, I forgot to mention, you don't do this, I don't cause no more chaos. I use my magic only for the source of law and goodness, eh? I do boring magic all day, eh? I help people with your magic. I am very predictable with it, eh? I will sing you the same lullaby 24 hours a day for a week at a time inside my head while you do whatever you need to do, eh?
The feeling you receive back is skepticism, mounds of it.
Yeah.
You get the impression that whatever part of you that they are doesn't believe that you could do it.
Sure.
But additionally, you also receive knowledge. and you receive knowledge of a particular spell.
Ooh.
And that knowledge comes in the way all of your ritual spells do.
Mm-hmm.
By being inscribed on your flesh.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
But you think that this may give you this one-on-one that you desire.
So you're trying to buy me off? You still don't got the guts to do this, two of you against one devil? But I mean, okay, whatever, I'll take it, eh? Look at Angelo. Don't take this the wrong way. And I start pulling off my shirt.
He's a pervert, too!
He's covered, as the shirt comes off, he's covered in like combination of tattoo and scarification. And you recognize
And a
spell
masochist.
symbols all over him. And there's a fresh one. What would it be? He's looking and finally he goes. If he holds his chin up like that, you can see there's a new one carved across there. And I take
Can I
10
read it?
minutes to...
Oh, certainly.
Say
So
it
as
with
he has
me,
his neck up,
Yeah.
I'm looking,
give
I'm
me an
reading it.
Give me an Arcana check, Angelo. Oh, that's a good one. That appears to be a ritual that will cause you guys to astral project into a private space.
Neat. You said read it at the same time as you? But how can you read your neck? Do I need to find a mirror? Can you read backwards?
I can see it from the inside. It's pretty deep.
Okay.
He's kidding. You might not realize that, but yeah. So yeah,
I
10-minute
believe
ritual.
everything that you say.
A 10-minute ritual sitting there in the woods. And I guess
All right. So
okay.
you perform the 10-minute ritual, and upon its completion, Guillaume and Angelo, you can feel yourselves lift out of your bodies. And the two of you are alone, away from your patrons. However,
Yeah.
your bodies continue to move.
Mm-hmm.
And they begin conversing. But you can't hear what they're saying.
Oh, I hope they don't pee inside my head. Huh?
So we're outside of them and we can see them?
Yeah.
Us?
Yeah.
The important part is here no one can hear us, eh? Angelo, I did this for one reason.
Distracted at looking at myself. I actually don't hear what you're saying right now because I'm looking at myself.
You might hear this.
And I am...
Angelo, why are you so sad?
At those words, it's like Guillaume read my mind. And I snap from looking at myself to looking at Guillaume. And my eyes are welling up. Whoa, what did you say?
I asked why you are so sad, eh?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I have another question. So you got,
What?
what did you used to do to be happy?
Why do you
Because I want to
what do
make
you
you
do
happy.
to be happy? What?
I do all kinds of things, some
You
of them
just-
very rude, and we can't mention them here, but it's not about me, this is about you, eh? You said you
just
wanted to
met
smile.
me.
I know. But
Yeah.
you said you wanted to smile, and you
Oh.
don't smile anymore. I can't fix a whole world, it's too fucking big, but maybe I can make you smile, eh?
But your goal is something about chaotic something. Not good or
It
something.
was. Till I had a vision or a visit or maybe just an attack of conscience or something. You know I'm not from here, but I have to try and fix it, but it's too big, it's a whole world, and it's all broken, all the bits, they are all broken everywhere going to be. Right now they are beautiful, but soon they are going to be destroyed. I don't know how to stop that.
Yeah.
I can't fix that. But maybe one person I can make smile, eh?
Well, you already did make me smile. Sort of.
Once? How do you do it before?
I don't remember.
Does this Angelo have any instruments visible? Nope. Okay. Just wanted to check.
No.
Got another question for you before we have to go back. Eh?
I don't want to go back. Can we stay here?
Don't want to go. I want to stay here too, and it's kind of the question I want to ask. If we can figure out the way to get these three out of us forever and ever, would you go back to being normal? To be what you were before? I don't mean like you never did what you did, but you want to get rid of that one?
I don't know. I think I need him.
Okay. Then I asked a
I
real
need-
question. Will you help me get rid of mine? It's too much.
If I
I'm
go
sorry. We just met.
against mine, I just don't know. I don't know what can happen to me. I've never done anything like this before. I want sort of what you want. I want there to be beauty and not pain. So if a way to get there is by helping you, then sure.
I know we just met, but I am not worthy of a friend like you.
To be honest, I don't really feel worthy of much of anything, so maybe we're a perfect fit.
Let's go be worthy of something, eh? Quick, before they do something stupid with our bodies, eh?
Well, speaking
Yeah,
of that,
okay.
Yeah.
Guillaume's body is like flopping around all over the place. Like, have you ever played like Human Fall Flat or that kind of thing, where it's just like a ragdoll style? It's like that, trying to like wander through the forest, like banging up against tree trunks, and then it like pulls out a water skin full of wine and is like laughing as it's pouring it all over its face. It's like straight up having fun with this mortal body.
Drunk twins in a stranger's body. I would expect nothing less.
But before you guys return to your bodies, the thing that stands out to you most amidst the chaos that Guillaume's body engages in, the two sides shake hands.
Do you know what that means?
I
Guillaume,
do actually. Not like on
we
the
made
level
a
you're
bad
talking about.
decision. We made a bad decision. A very bad decision.
Oh, almost certainly, but in the short term, it means at least that they are all distracted, eh?
Yeah,
I
all
mean,
right. Nothing we can do about it now.
I'm going to go and sneak up on me from behind, eh?
Are you gonna kick yourself in the yes?
I probably should. Somebody certainly should. Then it should probably be me, but for right now, I'm just going to go and invade my ass.
Wait, I have an idea. Can I make me kick you in the ass before you can feel it?
Oh. I wonder, did we get in each other's bodies, maybe? No, that's really rude. We just met, eh?
No, too
That's
soon.
too much, too fast. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not very good at this friends thing. I don't do it, eh?
One day though. One day. I would love to just spend 10 minutes, no, 5 minutes in whatever mind you've got going on.
If 5 minutes is too long, there's not much in there.
so after an amount of time, you guys feel yourselves drawn back into your bodies. And we'll find out what happens with that shortly. Meanwhile, Penathan Wright.
Oh, a music change, yay! So friendly too.
Oh yeah, no, this is what's going on with you. So you were traveling around with your new dog. It's kind of James Bondy, isn't it? But anyways, so you're traveling around with your new dog, and the thought is continuing to speak with you. So, the information we gathered from the thoughts we absorbed in that town, there is a group of bandits nearby. We can take their thoughts, correct? This is amicable?
If they're killing people, then I don't really have a problem with it.
Very well. Let us make way then. And it leads you out through the forest and through the hills until you reach this kind of small fortified camp. I totally forgot to put the song on loop. And upon arriving outside, Thought says, shall we dispatch our hound?
There's a lot of hour going on here. I'm the one with the body. I don't know what this is about. That's my dog, right? I'm looking at the dog.
It's ours.
I'll remember that. Sure, let's proceed, I suppose.
All right. Unmitigated horror ensues. Your newly created beast seems to be immune to the basic weapons that these bandits have. And systematically, it goes place to place, dismantling any living thing that's here.
This is fine.
as slowly everything begins to fill with the sounds and the screams of all of these simple men running from for their lives from a horror that their darkest nightmares could not have conjured. And then silence. Then you just hear, they had relatively little thought. A lot of them. Can you not draw upon anything else for greater sustenance?
Not unless it's causing pain and suffering onto others. There's nothing else that deserves to die.
Have not you caused pain and suffering to others?
Yes. I believe living life often requires bringing pain into others in one form or another.
So
And we
then
all
all
do
things that are living have thoughts that can be absorbed.
I never thought of it like that. I still don't think of it like that. What are you trying to pull? This is absolutely absurd. These were people that were killing innocents, and then here we are. You're trying to talk to me about it.
We just want to discern the way to grab the greatest sustenance.
Don't you know of some great evil? There's gotta be. You surely know something. You know everything, or whatever. Or I know everything. Wow.
Now that's interesting.
What caused that?
A good question. It seems like something we should know.
I wasn't asking you, I was asking the DM.
The earth shook. That's weird.
Is it from a discernible place or just like in general?
Just like an earthquake.
There's no way to discern the direction it was coming from. And I'll rifle through all the new thoughts I gathered to know if these people knew if there was anything weird going on in the nearby area.
Yes. A couple of them, while hunting, came across some forest creatures with an odd black infection.
Infection.
Oh, now this is interesting. Something for us to uncover. We can sense it. Knowledge from other worlds. Beyond this one.
In an infection.
A multitude. We must find this.
Okay. And I will set off towards the forest, wherever I saw that those hunters had gone in their minds with, God, I gotta name you, dog. I'm gonna call you... I'll call you Brian. Brian. Because it's like
Yes.
brain, but spelled wrong.
We have literally limitless knowledge. But Brian is fine, yes.
Damn right it is. Anyway.
And you can continue out. It doesn't take long before you start to find them. Numerous corpses now. Each one with this odd black goo creeping up through it.
Do I recognize it?
You've seen this before. But it is a troubling memory. This is reminiscent of the goo that pumped through the pipes and veins of the creatures Zelos and Blackwind sent to kill you back on the attack at the Academy. It is very similar.
Which we
And the
lost,
sight of...
right? Or
What's
we
that?
won barely. The attack on the
No.
Academy.
No, the attack on the Academy, you guys had to retreat. You lost.
This is what they used to take everything from us. Everyone. Why does it exist here too?
The one who did this to you, the one that made you feel these things. His thoughts contain so much.
Then we can take him.
Then we should go looking. But we will need to find those who know where to find him.
Waterdeep. Oh, it's been so long. Who knows if he's even in the same place here?
Perhaps they know more. We can have Brian investigate.
If we go to Waterdeep, we will investigate by word of mouth. It will be slower, but I will not go through the streets taking random people's minds. We will take Zelos. We will take Stone. But we will not take anyone else without being directly threatened.
Your thoughts say you already took Stone.
I don't know if he's
But
here, though.
we will find those who worked for him. They will have knowledge of his whereabouts. Is that amicable?
We'll see. We will find them, and then we will make our decisions.
In the meantime, we will see what these infectious beings have to offer. And Brian walks up to one of the infected animals and wraps its mouth around it. And then I need you to make a Constitution save.
A 19.
It doesn't knock you down. But in a moment, all of the minds in your head are screaming. Brian is coughing and hacking. His large flower petal mouth is flapping, spewing out this black goo. And at the bottom of everything, deep within all of the screams, as you maintain your composure, one word: spread.
What are they? I don't. We glean anything from that?
They must be stopped.
What are they?
They are the enemy of thought. They must be stopped. They are silence. They are never-ending silence, and we cannot allow them.
Okay. Don't. And I'm gonna go walk up to Brian and be like, "Are you okay?" And like start rubbing his neck and like making sure he doesn't have any of that goo in his mouth.
Oh, he's coughing up more and more. We must make
do
haste.
I have any? What about Brian?
The beast will live. We will ensure it.
Oh, Brian.
You will go to the facility you destroyed before the snows came.
Why there?
Because that is where it started.
What about Zelos?
We will come to him in time. This cannot be allowed. This is the death of thought. We must stop the endless silence. Could you not hear it? Could you not feel it?
Yes. We will go to the lab.
And Penn begins his journey, driven by a most earnest being that seems quite shaken by this unusual thing that they have uncovered. Meanwhile, on the trail we blaze. No, okay. On the weirdest hate triangle road trip.
Yeah.
So by this
God
point,
damn it, we're having to walk on foot because you're too big to go into any of the carts.
we couldn't just have him run behind us. And you're using Alan as a walking stick at this point, and he just forms a face to like chide and sass you while you're going along with him. I mean, we could have got a big cart.
One that can fit something that's 20 feet. Yeah, sure.
Well, hey. Bad decision, Richard. I know, no, that's too hard. Big Richard. Let's go with Big Richard. Hey, Big Richard. Can you not, like, turn yourself into, like, a stack of lumber so we could maybe travel incognito as like a merchant caravan or something, I'm sure I could do it. Or at the very least, a nice wicker chair.
Does he always talk to you like this?
Yeah, it is how it is, but,
Oh, believe me, man, if you had to live with you this long, you'd be sassy too. Don't even start with me.
You started off
okay.
sassy.
Well, look, I had to be silent before. And I don't know how long it felt like for you, but it was an eternity before that. Anyways, so where are we going, anyways? You're the one with the legs. Where are we walking to?
We're going to the keep.
Okay.
Chances are good that everyone's going to end up there eventually, and, because everything always comes down to what happens at the keep. I don't know why, but that just seems to be how the universe plans things out. Also,
well, I mean, it's a community hub. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like someone decided it's the center of their universe, but,
Yeah, that's weird, right?
It's very weird.
But anyways, so we get to the keep. A couple drinks, wait for this whole thing to blow over. Sounds like a good plan to me.
No, we're not Shawning it. Remember Sean? He came to us.
No, I've never heard of
that
him.
zombie thing. It was a mess.
I've never met such a person. That name sounds weird. Who would even have a name like that?
Sean, Alan, Richard. We have different names. It's just their names. We have normal names as opposed to Yuzakalina. It's just the. Why does everyone have to come up with a name that's never been used before? Just every time.
I mean, look, it's, some people, they gotta feel original. That's how they do things. Anyways, I'm not hearing the rest of the... So we're just gonna wait for, like, everybody to show up and, like, a climactic thing to happen? Sorry, we got off track. Step 2.
We're picking up Talon.
Okay. So we're gonna grab a baby dragon.
I'm assuming he's at least closer to adolescence at this point. I mean, it's been a while
Oh,
since we've seen him.
close to adolescence. Well, I mean, certainly something the size of a large farm dog that can breathe small clouds of poison will turn the tides in whatever calamity is coming our way.
Yeah, well...
We've been more helpful with Tall, Dark, and Gruesome over here.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. We're using Talon and him together in conjunction.
Oh, we're going to build a tree fort.
Shut up! We're going to try a conjunction effort to see if we can get him to grow Talon briefly. Or,
see.
just...
Go.
Green dragons go after fairy folk. He's the king of fairy folk. Let's see what happens. It's just...
What? So you want to feed other you to Talon? Like, what are we doing?
If that happens, then...
This was easier when we were together, and I didn't try to have to sort out your tangled web of logic.
Yeah, well, it was easier when I didn't have to explain my tangled web of logic. It was just a smear in a ball, and now I have to unravel the ball like a terrible thing of yarn and show you how it all connects. And
hey, look, you're the one that wanted to leave a cushy life at a bar and go on a road trip with...
We're not leaving the life. We're just taking a vacation.
Somehow less personality you.
Yeah, I know. I have a person. No, you don't. You're just some supremely depressed guy that does whatever Blue tells you to do.
Growling anger is not a personality. It's not. You need to
really
have other things.
We had to learn that the hard way. It was not a fun time.
Do you have any hobbies, Big Richard? Do you do anything for fun?
That's not a hobby!
That doesn't count. We used to like carving. How do you feel about carving? Do you want to make some wooden animals again?
I mean, did you see inside the bar at all? I mean, all the carving, that was us. We did that.
Yeah, you guys,
Like, all the
we did a
woodwork?
bunch of carving.
Weirdly good.
Well, I mean, you had some practice. That hurt, by the way. I don't know if you knew. But
Dude, I could feel everything you did.
supported your art. So I didn't complain. I wanted you to know this.
Okay.
So Big Richard,
Thanks.
how about carving? You want to do you bet you could cut some killer hedges at that size. Huh?
And
Huh?
Alan and I have just been walking forward, and kind of we turn.
Yeah.
Big Richard has disappeared briefly, and we lost him. Well, this went great.
Oh,
And then just
Okay.
lumbering from behind us as a big tree is brought with what looks like I don't know, basically like an industrial-sized axe.
okay.
Carving.
Like a
Great, yeah, no, just make
like
a
a
canoe, I
cartoon
guess. You
character
grab
would
the
have.
entire tree.
I mean, maybe carving that isn't weapons. I mean, there's other things that we could do with this. We could try some other stuff out.
Like, did you hear my canoe suggestion?
He could be a whole yacht. And we know he could
Yes.
survive it.
Yeah. Oh, this is.
A life
Can
at
you
sea.
at all
You could
change-
discover yourself.
Like, I know that there's still some fleshy bit of you inside of there because when we did Treant, I was still fleshy bit inside of me.
Are you sure about that?
So
This seems like more extreme.
it does. But I'm willing to bet that at some point, if you get past all the wood, you just ram through into, I don't know, an eyeball. It's. I don't know how his body is spread out. I just know it's probably
That's
very
what she
weird.
said.
Alan, what have we talked about with the inappropriate and possibly sexist jokes?
But look, I mean, you teed me right up. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know,
I'm
maybe.
only an animated fey wood creature. I have to take the
How-
ones you tee up for me.
I thought you were like an adolescent treant.
I sure. Look, I don't want to put a label on it. I can turn into a lot of stuff. Most treants are very static. You don't know me. You don't know about my culture.
I mean, I lived as you, and I don't think you know
Okay.
about your culture either.
Well, okay, but I'm learning I can do all kinds of things. So maybe I'm something else. Maybe I'm not just an adolescent treant. Adolescent treants
Okay,
just can't
well-
turn into staffs and stuff.
Wait a second. Richard, can you, like big me, can you do the whole? And Big Richard stands there for a moment, just kind of thinking for a second, and then starts shifting and changing, and with some very audible cracks and groans of wood, as it turns into a cart
All right. Well, let's see
with
what
a
kind of quality
carved
of
person
cart
on the
this
inside of it.
is. Let's see how good the quality of this is. I think for Big Richard, this is an athletics check. or we could do acrobatics because it would be. Let's go with acrobatics. It would be the equivalent of like contortioning.
Oh, I forgot to open the thing. Give me like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Transformers check.
Yeah, do a Transformers check. Because this is technically contortionism, is to turn himself into a cart. So let's see how he rolls.
Yeah. I think I did pretty well.
Okay. Acrobatics, he does pretty well. He turns into a perfectly serviceable cart with like a carving of a human at the front of it.
The carving turns and waves hello because the fleshy parts of him have to be somewhere, and it can't just be part of the wall. That'd be a mistake.
I would put them on the underside, is what I would do. But then again, I don't have fleshy parts.
What happens if we go over a big rock and it just hits him?
Then he gets a
Then he
little bit of,
dies?
what he probably deserves. I'll be honest with you.
Oh
But-
no, he deserves much worse than that. But we'll get into that. Although, to be honest, there's a part of me that's in the camp of he doesn't deserve as bad as we probably think that he deserves. Because I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Do you get angry at a knife for stabbing? Do you get angry at the knife for stabbing someone, or do you get angry at the person that held the knife?
Who are you in this scenario? Because I'm mad at
him.
you.
He's the knife.
Okay,
Because-
sorry.
He is so just. I mean, have you seen a brief period of time when we just first started when we were first together and we almost jumped off that mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worse than
I
that.
don't like to think about it. But
Yeah, no, neither do I. But clearly he's in a very bad spot. And so he's just going to go along with whatever anyone says. He doesn't have a mind of his own at this point. Offensive. Shut up.
Okay, so who's going to pull the cart?
As you've said, you have a magnificent ability to transform into other things.
Oh, really?
Hey, if you're gonna brag, you might as well back it up.
Oh. All right. I see how it is. I'm just a
That or
pack
we
animal
could make
to you.
you the cart. And we could have
No,
him turn into a giant
This
monster.
is fine. I like this better, personally, because now I don't have your clammy hands wrapped around me the entire time. Get off.
Yeah, and I don't have
And he-
splinters going into my palm.
And
Also
he
that, by the way.
unfolds into a wicker horse. He's like, "You're lucky all you get is splinters." And the branches from his sides go out and bind to the lead bars of the cart and strap onto them tightly. And it's like, you feel that, big guy? It's like a woody hug. All right,
Yeah,
let's go.
Wait,
Get on the cart.
We don't still have that thing that. Did they ever give us that thing where we can summon Veronica?
No, I don't. Did they?
No,
don't
I thought
remember.
it was like a rock or something that they gave us at some point. Like someone came to the bar and just, I don't know, I remember something.
Oh, well, I mean, Veronica might still be recovering. I don't remember a lot of the battle, but I remember you guys got hit pretty hard out of the sky.
But she's also a fey creature, and, we bounce back pretty quickly. And we're not a rubber tree, to be honest.
Well, I think I could be part rubber tree. Anyways, get on the cart.
Yeah.
I've already turned into the horse, and now you've got all these ideas.
You're terrible at paying attention, aren't you? I've been on the cart for just go!
Ah, fine. And Alan begins pulling Richard along the way towards the academy. Meanwhile,
I swear to God.
back
if
with
this ends up-
Angelo and Guillaume.
If this ends with us turning into warlocks again, I'm going to be pissed.
We'll see. So after you guys get back into your bodies, you're sore all over, Guillaume. You've been beat up.
Oh, yeah.
Your face and clothes are covered in whatever liquor that you had on you.
Yep.
All over your face and eyes. Meanwhile,
Jokes on you too, and the combination of prestidigitation and I've got, if I took any physical damage, I can burn dice to fix that too. So
you didn't take any physical damage. You're just beat up.
yeah. So just prestidigitate myself clean.
All right. Angelo, you hear from Cadaver rather quickly. Excellent work! This could not have gone better. I must admit, I thought that you were turning your back on me, but this turned out to be the perfect plan.
Are you gonna let me in on the plan? How did it
Oh,
go on your end?
absolutely. We're partners after all.
Yeah. How'd it go?
It went perfectly. It seems that the two Chaos Goddesses want to be rid of this fool as well. So they've agreed to assist us in any way that they can.
Wait, if they want to leave and he wants them to leave, why isn't this just a done deal?
Because this fool cast a terrible spell that made him this way. We need to undo it.
Okay, and what do we get out of that?
The energy that is released once the two are separated will be everything we need to fuel your transformation. Then you will finally have the power that you need to ensure that the terrible tragedies that befell your family will never recur again.
Sweet. Sounds like a win-win. Win-win-win.
Yes, precisely. All of us will be winning.
Okay.
Now then, I need you to go along with this fool.
I'm so awesome, right? I came up with this brilliant idea on my own.
Yes, you nailed it. There's no need to brag. It was our plan together.
Right.
It was a team effort. I got no room for hot dogs. Now then, Angelo, I need you to go along with this fool and get him whatever he needs in order to separate him from his little passengers. And then, when it is done, we will harvest the energy for our own ends.
Are we harvesting the energy from the goddesses or from him?
There will be a great amount of energy released the moment that they separate. We can take all of that and we'll have everything we need.
But
the chaos magic will be substantial.
Right? Nothing will happen to him, though, right?
Oh, I'm certain he'll be probably fine. Look, it's not exactly a science.
You're really bad at this.
Look, ritual magic is more art than science.
Well, I am probably more creative than knowledgeable, so this works out in my favor.
Ah, there you see. Everything will go as planned. Your foolish little friend will win, and he will live, and we shall collect all the energy we need.
Right, that doesn't sound suspicious at all, bro, but okay, sure. We'll go with that for now.
Come now, Angelo, don't forget. This is what you want as well. Don't you want the power to ensure tragedies like this don't happen again?
Yeah, but not at the expense of another tragedy for someone else's family.
He has no family left.
You don't know.
I heard quite a bit from his little passengers. He killed his father.
What?
Yes. He killed his own dad. He's not as innocent as he seems. But Angelo, I need you to play along.
Okay.
That's a good boy.
Okay.
Now then, play along with what he needs, but try to get him to the ruins on the ice sheets to the north. That is where we will institute our plan.
Ice sheets, north. Got it.
Excellent.
Wait.
It's all coming together.
Yo, you got any more of the strong stuff?
It's funny how that works, eh? It's always full. You're a fast learner, by the way. You don't hold your nose on either one of those last two, eh?
No, I'm good.
So, I guess we probably should have a place, to go.
Yeah, ice something. North. We gotta go north.
What? I meant, like, the keep. I think that's where Penn was supposed to go, eh? Kind of, oh shit. I forgot all about him, eh?
Oh, is that one you were traveling with?
Yeah, the cleric.
You need him?
No, but it would look bad if I went home without him, eh?
Alright.
Off we go then.
So, where are you going to look for him? Back at the keep?
Back where we just were, right? I think back to graveyard.
Going back to that
That's the last
place?
place we saw him, right? That's the last place we saw him, right?
Absolutely, it is.
Oh, Angelo,
So-
just before we get there, he's one of the ones I might have to kill, eh? Don't tell him, eh? Stacked cool.
Why do you have to kill him?
Because I'm afraid that he will do things that will wreck all of this, eh?
He's a bad guy?
No, he's just got the habit of making really shitty decisions, eh?
Oh, I feel like that's you too, though.
That's all of us, yeah.
So
I'm
why
trying to
should
make
he
up
die
for
and
mine.
not you?
Because
By
I'm trying to
killing
make
him?
up for mine. I'm trying to make up for my mistakes, and I said maybe. Don't want to kill anyone,
that
but I
sounds
have
like
to
a
stop
bad
them.
decision. You can't fix bad decisions with more bad decisions.
No, but I
And
can
you-
prevent really bad things from happening by making bad decisions. I do it my whole life.
Oh. Yeah, me too.
So why don't we do what we're
Okay.
best at, eh? You ever heard the phrase,
Making bad-
how you say, a stick in the works, eh? At the mill, when they are making the water works and you put the stick in and it stops everything, just one little stick, eh?
You lost me.
Maybe we don't
Okay.
have to save the world. Maybe we just have to break the thing that's trying to take it, eh? I'm really good at breaking shit.
Wait, I have
How about you?
you.
Yeah, what? For
I'm
sure.
good at breaking. You said if you have to kill him for a good reason, you will.
Yeah, I hope I don't have to. I mean, he's
Does that
broken
mean
so
if
hard,
you have
there's...
to kill me for a good reason, you will?
I can't see any reason I would ever have to kill you. I don't know you made any bad decisions that affected the whole world, eh?
Play it cool, Angelo.
Okay.
Don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill the other ones either, but I have to stop them, eh? Here, I show you. And I've got Minor Illusion as a spell, and on a rock, I make a little picture of what our world looks like, just all burnt and water deep flooded and all that. We did that. I can't let that happen here.
I think I understand. Still don't
Want to
think
fix...
killing people is a thing, but okay.
I want to
We're
save
gonna
them.
go
I just
find
don't
this
know how.
guy. Okay, let's find him.
Then we got to go find the others. I have to. I
How
can't
many
speak for you. Eh?
there?
That depends on how many went. 4, I think. Maybe 5. Eh? Most of them, at least, I have some hope. Eh? I have to see what they do here. Maybe they see their
Is this
lesson
what he needs to
before-
do before he can separate from his passengers?
Are you wanting me to ask him that?
Yes.
Ugh. Yum.
We
Oh, this thing in my head is annoying. I'm sorry. It's hard to sort the things. Is this finding all of your others part of what you have to do before you can separate from the goddesses in your head?
no, I don't
This
think they
is
are
step.
related. Don't think it's related. In
Well,
fact,
isn't that your primary goal right now? Shouldn't you find all of these people after you get those things out of your head?
oh, that's exactly it. Yeah. I want them out first, eh?
Okay, then let's go and find this other dude later.
Okay, for sure. He's nuts anyway. He's hard to be around, eh? It's like talking to a whole bunch of people.
Great.
They all read
Excellent
too many
work,
books,
Angelo.
eh? They all read way too many books, eh? Where are we going to go, eh? Got a plan?
North. North to
North.
the ice. Something.
That sounds
To
really
the ice
close, eh?
sheets in the north.
Ice sheets in the north.
Oh,
Just
that's okay,
past
because where I
Raven
grew up,
Rock.
that's so cool, because where I grew up, eh, we got this sport, we call it hockey, eh? You got to put the blade on your feet and go on the ice and hit people with the stick, and sometimes somebody put a rock on the ice, and sometimes you hit that too, eh? But mostly each other.
That sounds great.
We do it in the summer too, but then we call it lacrosse, eh?
Fun. We should
Anyway, I hadn't done
try
it
it.
in a long time, yeah, for sure.
Maybe when we get
Perfect.
there and the box is out of your head, we can play.
Yeah, for sure. Eh? Yeah,
Excellent.
don't let me play with them in here, eh? No, that's not good, eh?
You're doing an incredible job, Angelo. You're really selling it. I couldn't be happier.
And the two of you in there, put your clothes back on. I seen it all before. Shut up, go away, eh? Don't put your ass on my eye. Oh,
Okay, yours sounds like a lot more fun than mine, but it's okay.
it's fun for a while, eh?
Do you have something that you can ride? Are you gonna walk beside me? Or there might be room.
I only got walking, eh?
I'm gonna look around and see if there are other horses around.
There doesn't appear to be any like random horses around or anything like that. From where you guys are, you'll have to stop in Longsettle. You'll have to stop in Longsettle and purchase some kind of conveyance.
I mean, we don't have to purchase it if there's one available, is what I'm looking for.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, that's a perfectly not evil plan. We will secure our own conveyance.
It's for the greater good.
Yes, for the greater good, of course, Angelo.
So
But
is
still,
there
Longsettle is the place to go. It shall have the finest carts for us.
Okay.
And it's nearby. A short walk, quickly now.
So I'll get off my horse and walk and just bring my horse alongside.
All right. And Angelo and Guillaume head for Longsettle. And Cadaver could not be happier. He's most pleased. Meanwhile,
Poor Angelo.
poor Angelo.
yeah.
You get the cool investigating music, Penn. I spent a lot of time gathering new songs for scenes, so that's what we're doing. Penn, after a long journey, you've come to the ruins of this interdimensional facility. And there is this oozing black goo scar at the center of this rubble. Almost like a pustule exploded on the earth. And just full of this oily goo.
Is it the same goo that's in the infection things?
Yes.
I'm
Came
gonna.
from here.
What is it?
Whatever started it. This enemy of thought.
So madness.
No. Worse than madness. Nothing. The absence of thought. The antithesis.
And I'll look in the hole, just kind of peek over and try to see if I can like get an idea of what is going on or what was in there.
It's difficult to tell, but if you could roll an Arcana check, please.
I would love to. 13.
It looks like, as you examine it, because you are blessed with the knowledge of basically the lore keeper, the final scribe, or sorry, the great scribe, not the final scribe. That's another guy. There's a lot of them. This is reminiscent of cocoons. It looks like something was gestating in here. Like it was growing and transforming.
How did they not know about this?
They seem to leave many things unfinished.
Can we... I'm looking around. Can I see, like, any... Essentially, I'm looking for, like, the equivalent of doing tracking. I'm trying to see if I can see, like, a
trail?
direction. Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
Do not know.
Not a clue. Perhaps we should have Brain take a look.
It's Brian.
Brian.
Hello, Brian. Do I know your name? Unlike this guy, I hope you remember that later. Anyway, and I point at the hole, and I'm like, you know where you went, boy?
So Brain so Brain sniffs at this pile of goo and then begins following a trail. And this trail heads off towards the Star Mountains. What's that?
I just said one flub after another. Seems to be leading us through all our mistakes.
We do not know much about this, but we think that it will be looking to spread. It will be looking to make more.
And I'll lean down near the little corner of the hole, and I'll take a vial and just scoop it up and stop it.
All right.
As like that, I suppose we'll have to figure out what I'm vulnerable to, and I'll have produce flame. Jay,
You do? I think you do.
yeah,
You got a lot of spells, dude.
I definitely have frostbite, so I'll kind of just get a little cold going underneath it with my hand. And I'll put it through the vial and just kind of see how it reacts. And I'll do that with different iterations of magic. What does?
Of course.
anything.
You find that it is susceptible to most forms of magic, but that it regenerates the longer you take between afflicting it.
Interesting. I'll not like put that in my notes in my. Oh right, I don't have that anymore. I'll pull out just a little like flip notebook that I've been keeping. It has a little eye etched in the front of it. I'll flip that open.
Just memories.
And I'll put the notes in it that say susceptible to magic, highly regenerative, etc.
So you lay all that into it, and as you continue to follow Ryan along, eventually you make it to the heavily forested base of the Star Mountains. And you can tell that much of the forest here is being regrown. Almost like large portions of it caught fire last year. You can see scorch marks all over the place. Like somebody burnt down the whole forest to try and take care of something. It was one of you guys. I can't remember whose plan it was, but it was one of you guys.
Anyway, this couldn't have been. We just grabbed Melissa and got out. Surely they didn't do this. That would be foolish. This was a place of so much information.
No. This was something else. There were undead here.
Undead. They were studying a few.
No, there was an army.
Alright, I gotta make sure I'm cleared up here. The Blackwind thing did not happen in our universe, so I would know nothing about this, correct?
You would know nothing about these events.
Okay. How? This doesn't. And I'll start looking through and trying to see if I can find any, like, I don't know, just a general look around, I guess, to see if there's anything that tells me why this was here.
So, you start looking. Give me an investigation check. Penn. Investigate for me.
18.
All right. So with your 18, you search around this place. You find various remnants of. They're all overgrown now and charred, but you see remnants of armored undead all over the place that seem to have been destroyed in some kind of attack or onslaught. But what is most alarming, and which causes the beings within your head to fill with anxiety, is at the base of a very tall cliffside, you see the imprint of what appears to be an enormous body. But the body's not there anymore.
What could have caused that? A giant, perhaps?
or something that was merely giant. Search your memories. Do you recall? After you left Spice Labs on your gargoyles, an enormous beast of flesh and steel burst from the ruins. It was about this size.
So long ago.
It has found a new body.
Are you implying that this golem has been infected?
I think that it has been taken over. The brief moment we had contact with them, we sensed their affinity for steel and flesh. This is how they end all thought.
Okay. So we gotta find it. We have to go find it and deal with it. It's simple.
Yes. Do you think your magics will be potent enough?
My magics are the only ones that I trust anymore. So yes. It's just a golem. And we have Brian. And you. Whatever you do.
I do what is necessary.
Noted. We have that in
Quickly.
common.
We will find the enemies of thought.
Head off slide down the hill or whatever direction I'm going in.
All right. You're following Brian's nose deep into the unseen woods, where somewhere deep in those woods, a hulking, tattered mass of broken steel and burnt flesh is lumbering slowly through the woods, looking for more pieces. We're going to take a break right there.
Well, knew they were gonna have to destroy that meat mech one way or another. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Meat mech, meat mech, meat mech. I don't know about you guys, but I for one am happy to see this thing back. It was some great work of necromancy, and it was really a shame to see it just fall off a cliff like that. So, let's hope the Phyrexians can do some upgrades too. But first, Puck, who are we playing with today?
Oh, I'd love to tell you. Hello, and welcome back to Too Many Warlocks. I like to take this part in the middle of the show to say that I am a very lucky dungeon master, and I get to play with all these cool people here that do cool stuff on the internet. And I'd like to take this moment to let them tell you about the cool things that they do. Starting with, let's start with Guillaume. Guillaume?
Yes. Also known as Kevin, also known as Dirty 20 Gaming on Twitch and YouTube. We've kind of lightened the load over there from now until the end of the year. So we're down to 2 shows. Thursday is our long-running Ironsworn game, and Fridays is our almost equally long-running Fun Shots. And the rest of the time is me prepping for next year, where there's going to be, I don't have a hard number yet, but many, 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 many streamings happening over on Twitch, and then many editings and me putting it all on YouTube afterwards. But I'll keep you updated as soon as I know the answers to the rest of that.
Excellent. And we look forward to those updates.
And I will be
Angelo,
right back.
I believe you are making your arts and you have the Instagrams. Tell us about that thing.
I do have the Instagrams and soon to be the
like those
Twitters.
kids on the internet?
I have to figure out at a time. I'm old. Not nearly as young as I look. No, I'm doing good. I've got about 8, I think, posts up now, and my latest one was just done today, right before the show, and it's Dark Angelo with Prime Angelo in the background. As kind of like a spooky, reminiscent dark shadow of what he could have been, and it's, in my opinion, one of my favorite pieces that I've made. It's actually quite beautiful, and so I hope you go check it out. It's Saber_Sensei
When
on
I
Instagram.
look at that one, it gives me the impression like that's a scene that shows up in Angelo's anime opening with like some sad piano music. It's like the background version fades out. But anyways, that's just how I
that's
see
the
it.
image that
Yeah, right.
It would
that's the image that
power.
convinced Guillaume that he had to save him. So yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Richard, what do you got going on?
So, if anyone's been paying attention to the website, and I'm fairly certain no one has been, I check the stats religiously. But still, we've had some weird stuff going on the website. It's finally all fixed. Everything's working properly now. Really, it's just the same thing as last time. Last week, I got a new chapter up of the Shattered Tomorrow story that I have. If you haven't read the Shattered Tomorrow story, I really suggest you do. It's something I've poured my heart and soul into, and if you hate it, I will be destroyed. No. If you hate it, then that's actually really good, because I can learn from that more than someone going, "That's great!" But yes, no. Please be sure to check it out. I've gone from Gilligan to Alice and now 42. It'll be a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to know more about the story, please ask me. I love to talk about it so much.
Very well. So everybody check that out, and be sure to get some activity going over there. And lastly, but not leastly, Mr. Penn, what do you got going on right now?
Howdy. I got a lot going on. We have a lot going on here at the Mercs in general, honestly.
It's
these
been
weeks.
busy times. It's been
But I'm
busy
not
times,
complaining.
man.
I'm happy to be busy. It's just, it's fun, but it's exhausting. But when I'm not here, you can go catch me on YouTube, Noctum Sky. I do gaming content. I actually recently picked up the Heroes Feast D&D cookbook, so I'm hoping that at some point I might do something with that, but I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. So, that's me.
Well, I have issued you a challenge on that front, so you damn well better. So also, be sure to check out our Gothic horror series on Wednesday, Weekend in Pilbalia. That'll be going on, and be sure to check out our show on Saturday. Hearts of Darkness comes back. Joe Cat, Dingo Doodles, Felix, the whole team. It's not like one of those sequels where they like get a whole new cast and you're supposed to pretend it's the same people. No, it's the same people all the way through. This is a top tier sequel. So we'll have that going on Saturday as well. And does our producer Lenny, do you have anything to add? Anything you'd like to say?
I'm sorry, what?
Never mind, Lenny. We'll just go on.
I was this upsetting. Yeah,
Sorry, the audience was
You
interested.
got it under control. I trust you.
Okay, cool. Now then, when last we left our council members, Angelo was taking Guillaume to get separated from his unruly brain roommates. All part of the master plan of Mr. Cadaver, who has a very fun voice and affectation that people seem to enjoy. So I guess I'll keep doing it. All right. So that's where they're headed. Penn has journeyed to the forests around the Star Mountains and found the remains of a massive battle with an undead army and some hulking mechanical fleshy beast, which seems to have been removed, seemingly snatched up by these enemies of thought. These beings that are the antithesis of thought, and whom his new friend hates so much. And Richard, Alan, and Richard have begun their journey to the academy after Richard transformed into a cart, and then Richard hopped aboard the cart that is Richard, and Alan turned into a horse to pull the cart and Richard. I'm having a wonderful time. And that's where we check in, right off the bat, with Alan pulling the cart and Richard. This is kind of fun. I should really turn into a horse more often, I think.
I mean, it's up to you. Like, no one said you had to choose human.
Well, no, it was just what I was used to, because that was the form that you had.
I know. I'm just,
I didn't want to freak anybody out.
Who cares? Honestly.
Okay, our customers might.
A lot of the people that you greet are downstairs, and there are non-humanoids, and they don't really seem to mind.
Okay.
They get a bit more peeved off when I get there, but that's something different.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're not exactly a people person.
I really am
anyway.
not, and I swear to God, if Raphael has put up any hats on the bar.
Well, do we want to? Maybe we should send a message to Raphael.
Yeah.
Just to see.
Hey, how's it going, Raphael? It's Richard.
Hey, he's Richard. Hello, Richard.
How's the bar?
So good of you to call me. No, I do not burn down. Everything is fine.
Great to hear.
Everything is peaches keen. You shall see. Everything is peaches keen at Richard's bar.
No. No one says that when it's perfectly fine. What's going on in my bar?
This is the words that I use when it's fine. You see that this is peaches keen, but something I must ask you. And this is unrelated. I don't want you to get too confused. What do we do when the liquor inspector comes?
We let him in. And
okay.
we hide 2 of the bottles of Antivian Red. Because, those aren't really code.
Okay.
And we don't let him downstairs. Otherwise, he might get
I did
killed
none of
by
those things.
So you didn't let him in. You didn't hide the thing. And you didn't let him, and you let him downstairs, is what you're saying.
Yes.
How did you let him downstairs? It's Thursday, so
it is okay. It is okay. Ricardo can fix this. Raphael can fix this. That is my name. I know what it is. I certainly have not been drinking at all. Do not ask me if I know my name. But Raphael knows his name. He knows for certain what his name is.
Oh, God. It's Thursday night, so Zhivago should be downstairs. Is Zhivago down there?
Yes, he is locked in with Inspector.
Is he trying to... Wait, this is a very important question, Raphael. Is the Inspector a woman?
I do not know. I will go check. Hang on, let me check.
He will sleep with her.
Zhivago, Zhivago, check for penis.
Zhivago has already checked for penis several times. Zhivago is very happy.
They're screaming, and the line goes dead.
What have I chosen to be a part of?
This, and it's just like an awkward silence as this cart moves down the road. So,
Who the hell was that?
I don't know. Who's Zhivago? He's a cat person. He comes to the bar. He's very prolific. He's just it's a mess.
so good news then.
What do you think, Alan? I'm gonna phone again. I'm gonna see what happens.
I think we're gonna need to get a new bar when we get back.
I hope to God we don't have to. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Raphael?
Yes, this is Raphael, yes.
What happened?
Everything is fine now.
So it wasn't
We have
Peaches
gone back
Keen
to
beforehand.
Peaches Keen.
So because you said now, that means it wasn't okay a moment ago or now. Before now.
No, it's
So
better now. Now that I know the things to do when the liquor inspector come. I did
Okay,
not
what
know
happened
these
to
things
the liquor
before.
inspector?
What?
what happened to the liquor inspector?
Oh, they're fine now. Everything is okay. We smoothed it over. Fine. It's all good. Raphael, take care of it.
And how did Raphael take care of it?
It only took 6 hats.
What kind of problem ever requires hats? And what do you mean by hats?
Raphael can solve anything with hats. This is what you do not understand. You say no hats. Raphael, he said maybe you need hats. You do not understand the versatility that hats provide.
What did these hats do?
They smooth over. They're very good hats.
So they smoothed
Anyways, you must
over
be very
what?
good.
Did they smooth over the situation? Did they smooth over a person?
Yes. Both things.
Okay, Raphael,
Right.
I'm gonna put you on the line with someone else. So just listen very carefully. Okay, here's what you say. If anything is out of place, I will eat. Just threaten him.
Got it. I'll eat you!
And hangs up.
Okay, loud and clear, Scary Richard.
I'm very concerned.
You you knew the moment that you instituted a character named Raphael and left your bar with it. I was gonna pick up that fumble. But anyway,
I'm very aware, and I'm also happy that you let me bring Zhivago in briefly.
oh, it's just great.
But Zhivago has checked for the penis many times.
I'm I think I'm gonna bring Raphael back for some stuff. I'm having a lot of fun with him. All right.
Can we just
So
do a buddy
you-
comedy with him and Zhivago? They're both
I mean,
people who
maybe.
speak in the third person, and they're insane.
I think it's entirely possible. Look, I got a couple breakout NPC characters. It's Raphael. It's Ziegfeld from the other game. People love Ziegfeld, but we'll see. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, we should probably talk about something else. Not
We should
do this.
probably play the game. You guys want to play D&D? Let's play D&D. So Richard and Alan make their way finally up to the Avalon Knights Academy.
That took surprisingly less time than I thought.
Yeah, I thought maybe we'd be doing this for a while. So do we just want to come in and say hello, or what do we want to do?
I mean, let's. We should check on. We haven't seen people in a while. Let's go and say hi.
All right, let's go in and say hi.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah.
stay as a cart.
Salem.
And
Big Richard stops being a cart.
just stay as the cart. You won't freak anybody out. And if you whistle for Talem, have you ever had a particularly energetic lizard in a terrarium? And they go up to the glass and they're just like on the glass with their claws. That's
you're describing these. You're describing like the 10-foot dogs I deal with.
Yeah. That's Talem at the window of the crab shack. So Talem, having being raised as a domesticated dragon by a young boy, is basically some mixture between like a house cat and a dog and a dragon. So the tongue is out. It's like the face is going back and forth across the window. The eyes are pressing up against it. Claw marks are coming into the window.
Maybe we should just go inside, avoid the glass breaking.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. And then William opens the door. And Talem comes streaking out and just starts like looping around your leg and up along your body and all over you, crisscrossing you every direction, basically using you as a climbing post in such a way.
Yeah, I'd like to pretend that's never happened to real life me either.
Richard? It's you.
Yeah. So, William, firstly, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. My sister and I are running the crab shack right now, so, busy, doing work. Halem's really hurting for some exercise. I'm glad you're here. She's been eager to get out a bit.
Yeah, you need help in the crab shack? I think I'm gonna be here for a little while.
We could use a little bit of assistance. Tommy and Cookie are both gone.
Oh, we screwed. I didn't say that. What?
Yeah. That's not encouraging.
Yes.
I heard that.
Yes. So we have a situation. William, have you met other Richard?
No.
Across
What?
the cart. Wooden person sticks out.
Hello, William.
Okay.
Yeah. So this might best be talked over, a bag full of candy. Just pulls out a bag of candy from his rucksack.
Yeah. But, maybe after the lunch rush. Can he stay like that for a little while?
I mean, he can either be this or he can pretend to be a table.
This is probably
like
better.
a nice outside big table, to help with overflow.
I don't want to see the in-between right now. I'm going to go inside. Do what you got to do. This is a lot to process.
Oh, I haven't even gotten to the big stuff.
You need help? Okay, I'm coming, sis. Coming, check it out.
Yeah. Okay, Alan. Watch Big Richard.
I think
I have to.
Oh yeah, watch Big Richard, huh? We got a lot to talk about.
Currently, you're a horse.
I'm a beautiful horse.
You are. I'm not disputing this
I
fact.
am the Wicker
You
Mare.
are gorgeous.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
No problem. You can always get that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, you can go inside. I'll look after the Richard.
All right. Say hi to people that you want to say hi to, and I've got to immediately puts his apron back on from his rucksack.
All right.
Gets ready, heads into the grab shack, just to do some work.
All right. You
And
head to the
try
crab
not
shack.
to think about what Raphael has done to his bar.
It's immediately after you go inside, you hear Alan, "Hey, how you doing? Holy shit, it's a talking wicker horse."
No, just very drunk, sir.
Meanwhile, back with Angelo and Guy. You have made your way to Long Saddle. And there are a number of unattended carts here. Any one of which you could hitch your horse up to, Angelo.
Is there anyone around?
No, it's quite late at night by the time you guys arrive. So the town appears to have gone into a slumber.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna attempt to do it stealthily.
All right. Give me a stealth check, please.
Or a sleight of hand.
I mean, sure. That's a good skill for that. Let's use sleight of hand. I'm open. All right. So it's not completely silent, but it's pretty quiet, and you're able to hitch your horse up to the cart, and seemingly no one has taken notice of you. All right. So the two of you have this simple cart. It's enough room for both of you and a little bit of supplies in the back. Are you going to set out on it?
Yes. I don't think we have any reason to hang out here.
No, for sure. No. We don't hang out here, eh?
We take off.
Just, don't want nobody chasing us, eh? And I take out 3 gold coins and just put them on the ground, I guess, where the cart was. And jump up on the cart. Just so nobody chase us, eh? I mean, you're a good thief, I see it. You steal like shit, eh? You're amazing thief, eh? But this way they don't chase us, eh?
That's fair. Good call.
So how you go now? Yeah, mule.
That's loud.
And the cart begins moving.
But it worked, eh? So we're going to some place all covered in ice.
If those coins are still there on the way back, we should take them.
Sure, if they're still there, sure.
What time of day is
Joe, I didn't hear what you said.
I already don't remember my own self. Eh? I'm like that. Eh? Don't expect nobody else to listen to me. I don't even listen to me, and I'm the one doing the talking. Eh?
Take another drink, buddy.
Oh, that's good advice. That's good advice for sure. What time of the day is it?
It is late in the evening now.
So you're going to drive us through the night, eh? Or we stop?
I was gonna drive us through the night. If we can take turns. Maybe you can sleep for a bit.
I'm not going to sleep, but I got something I would like to do for at least most of the night, eh?
Ooh. I don't know if I want to know what that is.
No, it's a good thing. I turn over a new tree. No, that's not how you say it. A new leaf, eh? I turn over a new leaf, eh?
Tell me more.
Here, I show you. Instead, eh? And I pull out a piece of parchment and I kind of rip it into, I guess, like 10 or 12 pieces. And take out, I've got ink and a quill, and I very carefully, I take 10 minutes focusing on this. I draw a little shield on it. It says AKA, cross swords behind it. And above it, it says, when you need protection. And below it, it says, tear along the dotted line. And I draw a little row of dots along the center of it. It takes a full 10 minutes, and at the end of it, the magic glow kind of sinks in. It's clearly a ritual. And I hand it to Angelo. You know that thing that the cleric do, eh? They got the what they call it, the spiritual weapon, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the cleric, but this kind of do the same thing. Eh? If you're ever in trouble, you rip this and a thing come out of here and protect you from things that try to hurt you, eh?
Okay, wait a second. So I'm new to this warlock thing. Can I do what you just did?
I think you'd know. It's kind of
Neighbor,
like
can I do what he just did?
Well, I mean, we could take that kind of spell if we needed it. Certainly we could accomplish anything with our powers combined.
Sorry, continue. What were you saying, Gil?
I was going to say I can make like 5 or 6 of those every hour. Right?
Neat.
I can't think big, eh? I just think little. I want to make you smile. I want to give these to people, so if somebody attack them, they get defend, protect, something like that, eh?
I understand. I think your quest to make me smile is noble. And you've done it before, so I have faith it can happen again. I just don't get your hopes too high.
I used to have 2 things I wanted to accomplish in my whole life, eh? I want to make an angel fall, and I did it, that's me, eh? And I want to make a devil cry an honest tear, and I'm really close on that one, eh? Couple ways, eh? But I got a 3rd one now. I want to make a sad half-orc smile, eh?
Oh, yeah. What devil are you close to making cry?
Well, I mean, you go big, eh? Asmodeus, eh?
How are you gonna make him cry?
I offered him a deal, eh?
That makes him cry.
Well, it does when there's a bomb inside the deal.
I'm just gonna have you keep telling me more. Otherwise, this is gonna be a really boring ride.
Well,
he keeps talking, and I'm gonna cry a ton of honest tears.
I know.
Oh, well, it's good information for you to have. Shut up.
I know, like a Queen of Hell, eh? Like, not like the deepest hell, but the top one, the one that's kind of nice, is just warm there a lot, eh?
I would have expected the Queen of Hell to be hot.
She is, but she's my friend, so I'm really polite around her, eh? But she owns a bar, too, in Hell, and we drink there a lot of times, and the thing is, she's a Queen of Hell, but she don't want to be, eh? So I talk to Asmodeus, and I offer him a bunch of things I don't really have in exchange for freedom, eh? So if he takes up that offer, he's going to find out he's pissed at me, and he's going to cry right before he come and kill me, eh?
Yeah, you're really bad at making decisions. I think you might be worse than me.
I know, and yet we are both still alive, eh? Bad Decisions Incorporated. I'll hold up a hand for a fist bump.
A very slow.
So, what do you get out of this?
Power, I guess.
Tell a lie! Tell a lie!
What do you need power for?
No, I want to be stronger for myself and others.
You want to be a hero, eh?
Oh, I don't know. Hero is a strong title that I don't think I can live up to. What's the next best thing?
Well, you're already proving my point, eh? Because the one thing about heroes is they don't call themselves that. The weird thing about being a hero is you don't decide if you are. Everybody else does, eh?
Huh. Well, heroes mostly do good things, and I think I'm probably going to be doing lots of bad things.
Lots of heroes do bad things, eh? A hero kills the bad guy. That's a bad thing, but it saved the world, eh? Shit, here we go again.
In the ground.
Is the horse okay?
The horse is all right. A little startled, but still going.
Is that our first earthquake?
That's the first one you
these
guys have
people in
noticed
this
as a
world?
pair.
Should
As
I
far
have
as
been
in this
afraid
world,
of
you-
that?
It's probably just Asmodeus. We're probably fine, eh? Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't talk about it no more.
That was not Asmodeus!
What was it, Cadaver?
I'm uncertain. Let me tap into my dark network of heroism. But I will see what information I can gather, and I will let you know immediately. I will be unavailable for a short while, but I will uncover this mystery. It may be of use to us.
Seriously, say no more, just go.
I don't like your tone,
I don't like your
but I'm
tone.
going because I need to.
Okay, you do it.
Don't forget we're partners.
Is he gone? Ugh. Yes, I remember.
And then he's gone.
Oh, thank God. All of them.
Together, they're having a party. Ayo is passed out on the
Yes.
couch.
Just like Dad always did.
And Santa, weird that. Like 10 a.m., Santa's passed out on the couch every year. Freaky.
Yeah,
Again, call back to what have I chosen to get myself into?
It was the 70s. It was considered normal.
It is the dark alternate reality happening right now.
yes, sort of.
Of heroism.
Yes, of heroism. I gotta be honest, I love Cadaver so far. He's not a fun
Actually, so sad
NPC.
for Angelo. Not a hero
gonna-
at all. Just a poor sap. It's the sappiest.
No, it's okay. Everything's gonna be cool.
That's what all the
Yeah.
heroes say.
So, your journey is long. It takes quite some time, and there are a few more earthquakes between here and there. And through the instructions given to you by Cadaver, you make your way up north. The air is bitter cold, and the snow and sleet that blows with it is sharp. But it doesn't take long before you arrive at a large cavern. And you know from the connection that you have that what you need to separate Guillaume from his patrons is inside.
I tell Guillaume that.
All right.
And he starts to shake.
Are you cold?
Just
I know there's lots of sleet and stuff. I'm sure we can find a coat or something.
the cold don't bother me. It's just if you're right, this is it, eh?
Yup. It's what you want.
It will be the first time I am all alone since I am 17. Eh?
Actually, can I I gotta get slightly philosophical for a second. Just between you and me. Even before this thing, there were always voices in my head. My dad told me everyone has them. These voices that tell you, that critique you, or even lift you up. I don't think you'll ever be alone. And after this, it just means you might be able to hear them better.
Okay. You convinced
Let
me.
it go.
Eh?
Let's go.
Before I lose my shit and run away. Let's go.
Let it go.
So Angelo and Guillaume head into this cavern to separate Guillaume from his patrons. Meanwhile, at the fortress of investigation, look, it's a sick tune, man. This is what we're rolling with. So, you are on the trail of this enormous creature with your pet. Make a wisdom save, please.
Hey, that's a 25.
It occurs to you that you can't remember the last hour of searching.
Have I moved forward? Or
Yes.
Is it like I wouldn't know? Okay.
Yeah, you're in a different place. You look back on the time that you've been investigating this, that you've been on this trail, and the last hour is missing.
I'll kind of flip between my two aspects of myself and try to think of why this would be happening. Because I don't want to ask the ball yet. So I'm just kind of like, I remember, do I have anything on this? I mean, is there anything I can suss out about why without asking?
You start flipping through your other personas. You flip through the Archivist. You flip through Penn. You flip through other Penn. None of them have any memory of the last hour.
And there's a very sudden and accusatory turn to the ball. Why can't I remember anything?
Perhaps there are adverse effects from chasing this thing.
Can I insight check a ball?
Can I insight check the consciousness of an elder deity?
Yeah. Precise.
I mean, sir, as we say here, you can Dungeons and Dragons as much as you want.
Oh man. Who knows? What a friendly guy. Why? That doesn't... Why would chasing this have an adverse effect on my memory? I haven't touched it. I haven't come in contact with it other than Brian.
You're holding its fluid. You're holding its blood.
In a glass vial.
It's powerful.
And I'll unstopper it and just sling it out away.
All right.
Put that back in my pocket. I'll see, like, if I continue for like maybe 5 minutes, do I notice any different? Like, can I remember things any better, or?
It doesn't happen again. As you continue your search. And eventually you come across these massive footprints. And these footprints have this black ooze encrusted around the edges of them.
We're getting closer.
We are. Even now it calls to us.
But what calls to us?
The creature, the enemy of thought, it calls to us.
Calls to us for what? I don't feel that I know of. I'm just following it.
It wants to know who we are, what we're made of, and how we can be added to it.
Should we be more concerned than I naturally already am?
You should be very concerned.
What happened to we? Where did all this we go that you were so adamant about 5 minutes ago?
I'm so proud of you. We should be concerned.
Yes, we should. And then I guess I'll lean back and I'll pat Brian and be onward.
So, you pat Brian, and you press onward. You seem to constantly be a step behind this creature, which is frightening considering the size that it must be. You think for sure that you should see some trace on the horizon as you continue to stalk it down. Eventually, you reach the edge of the woods. And you see a small town, or at least what used to be a small town. Each building in this town has had the roof torn off, like somebody pulled the lid off a cookie jar. The silence is deafening here. There's not a sound. Just a ruin.
Oh, how can we not see this by now? We should be at it. How is it this far ahead of us? It can't be moving that quickly at that size.
It is toying with us.
Is it intelligent?
They are very intelligent. They are intelligent, yet they shun thought. Their existence is maddening.
Yeah, you're telling me. How can we track something like this? How do we, between my archives and whatever you can conceptualize, there has to be a way.
Perhaps we can bait it.
With something it wants?
Something it can use.
Why aren't we enough?
Because it knows that we want to destroy it. The connection worked both ways. When we touched it, it touched us.
What do you have in mind?
Do you have the information of how you came to this world?
I do, but I am loath to part with such things willy-nilly. You really believe that such information is something we should offer up to a creature seeking to devour everything?
It will desire it over everything else. It wants to spread. It is confined here.
Well, then it knows that I know that information.
No, it got but a glimpse.
What happens to you if I die?
I will find a new avatar.
Fair enough. And I will pull out my notebook and flip to the page where I'm sure I have it scrawled, and I'm like, I kind of flip
You wrote
over.
something in this notebook
Oh my god.
that you don't remember writing. And it says... It says in an ancient, forgotten language, don't go alone. Get help.
And I'm going to test something, and I'm going to flip over to a new page and write, what would you have me do? In the same language. There's no one left. Everyone's gone their own way. And see, does anything pop up immediately, or is it just sitting there?
Just sitting there.
Never there when I need you, are you? And I'll flip over to the wherever I have the actual plans written down, and I'm just ignoring it at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, if I have the plans, I will I'll kind of look them over, and then there's kind of a shift, and I'm like, oh no, what a shame. I have all these plans for interdimensional travel, and I'm all alone. Oh no. And I look at the ball very flatly.
Touch the goo.
You saw what it did to Brian.
Yes. And when you touch it, it will learn what you possess.
And I will bend down, and I'll cast Ice Dagger, and I'll just kind of get just the tip of it. I'm not sticking my hand in a puddle of this stuff. I'll sever a little bit off, like this much, and then I'll just poke it.
All right. So you poke it, and there is a roar, like a deep that echoes in the distance. And then there's squeaking. And then there's the sound of metal banging against wood. And slowly, creatures, bizarre amalgamations, some of them clearly the former residents of the ruins of this town, now cobbled together with bits of steel and iron, macabre puppets of the life they once had, begin to emerge from every dark corner. And a heavy thud. And another. And another. As this monstrosity, this meat mech, flesh and iron together, emerges. And at the center of it, groups of small, jagged metal creatures working away like a factory contained within this beast, building new, bizarre, macabre puppets that then crawl down out of its rotting carcass and join the rest of the group. And that's where we're gonna leave off with Penn today. Everything's fine over there. Meanwhile, back at the academy, the lunch rush has ended. And hurriedly, the Crab Shack closes down for the evening. 2 non-academy members, of course. And Richard and Richard give everybody the detail.
So here's the thing. Long spiel with intercuts.
And then this is the one that...
Yeah, no, and then
It's all laid out. And there is a long silence afterwards as everybody takes this in. And then round 6. And at this point, Spoonie gets up on a bar stool. He says, okay. Well, number one, we got to figure out what keeps making the earth shake. And number two, we got to find everybody and bring them back.
Yeah, I have presents for people. A lot of people don't pay with money at the bar.
That
Pay
doesn't
with
sound like a good
collateral.
business plan.
It doesn't work out a lot, but then, we end up with things like this. It pulls out a gigantically magical item. Sometimes property. These people are sloppy.
Well, I suppose if it works for you.
It works. I mean, have you ever sold a house so that you could pay off someone else's drinks? It's pretty good.
And then the next thing that happens is in the midst of everything, there is a wave of unease and distortion that moves through this place. And then Marcus Phoenix appears on a bar stool. And everyone suddenly remembers who he is.
What's this
And he
about?
stands up.
Looking very pointedly at Big Richard.
And he says, Richard, you and I would have words. But everyone, we must get busy. There is a grave threat for us, for the mighty Carl has told me so. And that's where we're going to end today.
Oh, thank you, Puck. That was amazing. Thank you. It was a joy. All of you, actually, everybody. That was amazing.
No problem, everybody. But before we officially end, there's a couple things I want to lay out. So, somewhere in the darkest corners of the Nine Hells, Kadaber shuffles through the darkness of his lair, moving towards this enormous... It's like a cocoon made of molten rock and bizarre infernal flesh. Soon you will be released, my greatest creation. My father's dreams will come to fruition. The whole world will be laid to waste at your hands. The time is near. Angelo is the perfect patsy. Also, inside the cave that Angelo and Guillaume are entering, a squad of angels slip into the darkness and prepare their ambush. And now we're done. He is not an imp, as everybody is asking. Kadaber is a... what do they call these things? It's like an abzu or something. I'll find it again and let everybody know, but it's not an imp. So, that's the show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to my incredible cast for letting me torture them individually and in teams, and be their imaginary friends on their various trips and excursions. I hope that you are all enjoying the partners that you have for your trips. It's all going to come together, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to tune in for our new shows on Wednesday and Heart Darkness coming back on Saturday. I keep hitting my mic because my hands are going everywhere. All right. Be sure to like us and follow, like all the things, hit all of the arrows that go up and hit all the hearts that goes for good things. Those are all good things. Follow all of my incredible friends and the people who let me torture them every week in these games because they're cool people and they do things on the internet. You should definitely support them. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for the raid. And until next time, Council dismissed.
So black, so vile, who soon put us into our place. La, 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 my friends are all dead and gone. La, 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 eaten by a big black dragon.